I've been reading The Quest for Holiness again, which is one of the more important books I read at the seminary. Not an easy read. Adolf Koerble. If you're looking for some meat, if you want to read the paragraph and be like, what did he say? And then go back and reread the paragraph. The funny thing is, though, like, it all makes sense. Every sentence is just so important to the next sentence that you can't really drift on the whole thing. But the idea of the book is a full view of the doctrine of election applied to sanctification. Okay, so applied to the new obedience, applied to your life in Christ. Not just a matter of you being justified, which is also very important, and he does establish that and talk about that, but that your actual steps now are fully under the election of God. Again, that Jesus is in charge. Jesus is in control of this whole thing. He has a plan. But he's been dwelling on sin a little bit, and that's also part of why I'm reading him. Is part of my depression is I'm a sinner, and facing that's not always fun. But this is just amazing, the way he pulls us out. That where to go now and what to do now are human psychological questions that fill you with horror and give the powers of darkness a moral right to enslave you. Why is that? Well, because they're generally questions that believe that what I do next somehow matters on a moral level, right? As opposed to believing that redeemed in Christ, and I don't know if I can even say this yet because I'm trying to just internalize. Believing in Christ is not about finding the right rule set for life. It's not about how I've got the way to please God now by the Ten Commandments. Now I know how not to sin, right? Or by the Acts 15, 4 things. Now I know how not to sin. It's about the fact that you're adopted into sonship in Jesus Christ, and so you are made one with mercy. Period. So you want to not sin? Show mercy. That's it. Right there, right? And you're not going to not sin by doing that. That's just the only way to go, the only thing to do. If you're actually tied up in what is righteousness, the answer is show mercy. Love. And I know that sounds cheesy because they've watered down the word love so much at this point and turned it into like a propaganda for transsexuality and a bunch of other stuff. But take it back in your own mind, right? That Christianity is not a rule set for life again, but is the fact that God so loved this disgusting world that he gave his only begotten Son to die for it, to buy it, and to purify it by himself. Namely, again, with this idea of Father, forgive them. Father, forgive them. They know not what they do. It is finished. There's nothing more to be added. And all that. And so again, where to go, what to do. I mean, maybe this helps you, maybe it doesn't. But for me, it just is so profound. That's been the heart of my depression. Is like, what am I supposed to do with my life? What am I supposed to be? How am I supposed to use these gifts that God has given me at the right time, the right place, and blah, 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 blah. Gives the power of darkness a moral right to enslave me. Just thinking too highly of myself at the end of the day.